Good evening, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day here. We're going to be talking about the winter storm that seems to be the talk of the town, the big winter storm that we all have our eyes on here, and some possible snow for the south and areas of western North Carolina and eastern Tennessee. Um, that we talked about in last video. We're going to have some detailed observations from the National Weather Service, and we're going to be seeing how this event will play out. Will it be a snowy sight for North Carolina? Could it be getting to areas of upstate South Carolina? We're going to be talking about it here in this video right here. As you can see on your screen, you do have the winter storm warning and the winter weather advisories in northern areas of New England there. Also, the winter weather advisories, West Virginia mountains, areas of Ohio, and winter weather advisories remain in areas of west in the high elevations. Winter weather advisories there in Dakotas, some freeze warnings and some wind warnings, and maybe a high wind warning there, I believe, down there in Texas that we are dealing with here. So if we go ahead, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move towards these models. We're going to go ahead and go to your GFS model that should be popping up on your screen there. There we go. GFS model, which is the American model here. If you're wondering where the timestamp is, I'm going to go ahead and just label that there for you. Wednesday, December 3rd. It's generally around that area on where things are occurring and where things are going on. We continue to move this model run. We move, and you can see that there's snow. Ice starts to break out in western North Carolina, snow in northern North Carolina with this American model. We move on. We have lingering rain showers, an area of right there, slight area of low pressure. And then we have lingering rain, areas of all entire state of North Carolina at this point, cold enough for snow. We move on out, and then we start moving out of the 7-day area. We go to our European model. European model, sort of the same thing. European model was showing colder, but now the GFS sort of is as well. I mean, it really depends on the way you look at it. December 5th here, after that winter storm moves out, this winter storm right here, that low pressure, that snow, that's a whole different story. But we move towards our area. December 5th, we're breaking out snow in northern areas of Tennessee, northern and western areas of North Carolina. That's where the European model is shown. Moderate to maybe heavy bands of snow across Kentucky, West Virginia, areas of Virginia. We keep moving this on. Ice. Now, I wouldn't be surprised right here in this area, specifically North Carolina. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an ice storm that occurs there. I wouldn't be surprised unless that meets winter storm standards. Wouldn't be surprised if ice plays a main factor here, and soon we'll pull up some graphics and some data for you on that soon. We move on out. We have the snow going up to the Virginias, moving on out with that low pressure, and then we start to get out of range. As you can see there with the European model, it doesn't really connect that snow there with that other piece. Canadian model. What's the CMC going to give us? We have that winter storm. Canadian model is showing right now that might be some backhand snow right now. Areas of winter remix, western North Carolina. But then we move on to the Friday winter storm. Canadian model says ice breaks out in areas of Tennessee, maybe near. This might be near Nashville. Northern areas of Tennessee, northern areas of North Carolina, we have that wintry mix. We move on. Ice becomes to be part of the story again, and then we start moving out. Now, could we get that northwest flow, or that might just be snow showers? Could we get that snow that comes back down in the mountains areas? That is a great question. And then we start moving out of forecast range. Now, I'm going to bring it to you here to the European model so we can give a good grasp of what's going on, some good relative location, and the time frame of this winter storm. Because this winter storm is very unpredictable. It's very weird. We're actually going to pull this up on the GFS. I don't think it really matters here. Some people will get cold rain. That is what I will say. Some people will get cold rain here on the European, no, not European, American model. Some people will get cold rain. No, I think it fits us if we do European model. If you are a snow lover, this is a storm system you want to see if you live in North Carolina. Areas of ice. Now, this is what I will say. I wouldn't be surprised And yes, I am circling you in there too as well, upstate and Charlotte as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some snow showers, some sleet, some freezing rain, wintry mix, ice, um, some flakes falling down in the upstate Greenville, Spartanburg. I wouldn't be surprised, Charlotte, maybe some ice. Areas south of that, though, probably will see a cold rain. Areas like Augusta, Macon, Savannah, Myrtle Beach, maybe Raleigh. Raleigh could get in on some snow here. It's really at that line there. It's all about the temperatures. I wouldn't be surprised if areas that are south that are too warm could see some freezing rain, depending on how temperatures are there. Temperatures could get too cold or they could get too hot. Remember, 32 is that line, but we'll see how that works out there. The 540 line right there. I wouldn't be surprised though. Don't rule it out. Remember, these are just areas. We're trying to explain the information. These are not forecast exactly. These are just a great analysis, a great idea of what could be going on. Um, we continue to move on, and you can see on your screen here. Let's take a pause right here. Areas right here. If you live in northern North Carolina, it looks like the snow is on the way. Not 100% locked in, but it really looks like northern North Carolina, you're set to get the snow. Virginia, you're set to get the snow. Now, for all over, right here, I wouldn't be surprised. Could this storm system tick south or could it tick north? That is the question. It's all about the temperatures, it's all about the timing. Now, we're going to pull out some information from the National Weather Service, but this is generally something that you need to keep your eye on. This is something that could change over time, something that will be causing maybe some travel issues for folks in North Carolina or in the Carolinas. So remember, make sure that you are taking precautions on the road if this is to occur, which seems to be getting more and more likely as the days go on. We're going to move here to our National Weather Service graphics here. If we move to our National Weather Service in Greenville, Spartanburg, that's going to be GSP. If we just move it there, we can see as of right now there's no watches, warnings, and advisories. We're seeing the winter weather, winter precipitation. Here's the expected snowfall amount. Now, these are the models. These are going to actually concern. T, I believe, stands for trace amount. Here are the graphics here at National Weather Service in Greenville, Spartanburg. You see there, we have, and let's use a festive snow color. And just try to break that out for you. What we have right here is the National Weather Service in Greenville, Spartanburg, their message. Trace amount for T. You see the snow. These are the general areas that is expected snowfall. So this is what the National Weather Service is saying as of right now. Expected snowfall, not maybe this is expected at this point in time. Remember, this could change. This is through 7 p.m. on Friday, December 5th. These numbers could even get higher because this is not all the way in the forecast area. Now, could this snow break containment? It most definitely can. We have seen a history of the snow breaking containment in the Piedmont, whether you live in Georgia, the Carolinas. We have seen it break containment before. I wouldn't be surprised if some of this snow starts to move east. Um, Now we move in NWS Morristown. We have the winter weather. I'm not sure if it has the snow outlook. I'm not sure if we can get to that. I'll let you guys know if we have another video that if I could get some more information on that. But you look here at the National Weather Service. That's the current winter storm right now. But there is a lot to unfold. Could we have some snow? It is possible, as you've seen there, National Weather Service GSP, that snow is in fact possible for areas of North Carolina. That's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, make sure you keep an eye out on that winter storm and stay safe, folks.